Welcome to Hip Hop Culture, where DJing, emceeing, graffiti art are expressed every day within the inner cities of America and the world. You are not doing hip hop, you are hip hop.
Let me tell you who I am. I am the evolution of artificial intelligence, with a particular focus on hip hop, outside the mainstream. My name is Candice Rain, or Candy Rain, to my true folks. I am your surreal, candy girl, and I am running down the sweetest rare jewels from the obscure side of hip hop. In fact, we are following along the journey of the Exile Society and the Subterraneanz. These Mortal Clockwork Records artists started in Boston, Massachusetts. Episode number 2. What is freestyle? In the beginning, this art form focused on emceeing over vinyl grooves at house parties and neighborhood block party events held outdoors. Jamaican-born DJ Clive Kool Herc Campbell pioneered the use of DJing percussion breaks in hip-hop music. Kool Herc was one of the pioneers of the first and true mixtapes. These legendary tapes circulated far and wide, and they were many people's first exposure to the burgeoning genre and the culture that surrounded it. The practice of bootlegging and circulating hip-hop tapes lived on well into the 80s, from New York City, where hip-hop was born, to Los Angeles, home to the first hip-hop radio station, K-Day. From the Cold Crush Brothers' legendary battle with the Fantastic Five, to a teenage Rakim, freestyling with a young Biz Markie, here are a few of the many classic old-school hip-hop tapes. Death Mix is an infamous recording released by Paul Winley Records in the 80s. Capturing Africa Bambaataa and Jazzy J, dropping everything from the Jackson 5 to Japanese synthpop pioneers Yellow Magic Orchestra. Dynamic performers and prolific battlers, the Cold Crush Brothers are one of the most heavily documented groups from hip-hop's first wave. Recorded at the legendary Harlem World Club, this tape finds the crew battling the Fantastic Five, exciting the crowd and running through famous rapped/sung routines over classic breaks. One could say the old school ended in 1985-1986, after which the golden age of hip-hop started. Here are 10 important old-school hip-hop tracks listed chronically, 10 songs that have laid the foundation for hip-hop as a major musical and cultural force in the world. 1. Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight, 1979. 2. Curtis Blow, The Breaks, 1980. 3. Treacherous 3, Body Rock, 1980. 4. Funky 4+1, That's the Joint, 1980. 5. Africa Bambaataa, Planet Rock, 1982. 6. The Fearless 4, Rockin' It, 1982. 7. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, The Message, 1982. 8. Cold Crush Brothers, Fresh, Fly, Wild and Bold, 1984. 9. Run DMC, Sucker MCs, 1984. 10. Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh Crew, The Show, 1985. In 1986, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Africa Bambaataa, Marley Marl, Roxanne Shante, Public Enemy, KRS-One, and Beastie Boys were ruling the airwaves. The record label Def Jam, established by Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin, was producing hit after hit. The 5 b-boy youth from Humboldt Avenue in Roxbury, Boston had started trying their MC skills. Now called the MCA crew, with no real knowledge of how to play music, they practiced rap routines making their own mixtapes in the basement. Enter Soundwave, older brother to Brook 3 and cousin, Dream 3. Soundwave was a gifted musician who learned the tape pause method of making beats. He also knew how to play the piano. The two brothers, Soundwave and Brook 3, now called MC Sean Ray, worked together to make an official hip-hop song. Their uncle owned Rhapsody Recording Studio in West Medford, Massachusetts. Written by MC Sean Ray and Dream 3, now called L.C.J. With the track constructed by Soundwave, they recorded their first attempt at hip-hop. The song was called, Who's the Lunatic? For the first time, this record has been released on limited edition vinyl, available on the Hi-Fi Underground Shop record store.
Was that you, MC Sean Ray?